There's a word that appears in the earliest Christian texts. A word that was so important to Jesus's actual teachings that the Apostle Paul used it repeatedly. A word that describes the ultimate reality beyond the material universe. A word the Church made sure disappeared from modern Christianity. Pleroma. The fullness. The totality. The complete and perfect divine realm that exists beyond the incomplete and imperfect created world. Jesus taught about the Pleroma constantly. When he talked about the kingdom of heaven, he wasn't talking about a place you go after you die. He was describing the Pleroma. The realm of absolute completeness where nothing is lacking, nothing is broken, nothing is separated from the divine source. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal what the Pleroma actually is, why understanding it changes everything about Jesus's teachings, how the Gnostic Christians preserved this knowledge while the institutional church erased it, and most importantly, how you access the Pleroma right now while still in a physical body. Because the Pleroma isn't somewhere else. It's not in the future. It's the fullness that underlies all of existence, including you. And once you understand this, the entire Bible transforms from a book of rules into a manual for remembering your true nature. The word Pleroma comes from the Greek pleroma, meaning fullness, completion, totality. In Gnostic cosmology, the Pleroma is the realm of divine perfection. It's not a place in space. It's not a dimension you travel to. It's the fundamental nature of reality before it descended into material form. Think of it this way. The monad, which we discussed in the previous video, is the absolute source. Pure undifferentiated consciousness. From the monad, the Pleroma emanates. The Pleroma is the fullness of divine attributes, divine beings called eons, divine light, divine consciousness, all existing in perfect harmony and completeness. The material world, the universe we experience, is not the Pleroma. It's a shadow of the Pleroma. A reflection. An incomplete copy. The Gnostics called it the kenoma, which means emptiness, deficiency, the realm of lack. This physical reality was created by the demiurge, the false god, the architect who thought he was creating perfection but only created limitation. So you have 3 levels. At the top, the monad. The absolute source. Below that, the Pleroma. The fullness of divine reality. And below that, the kenoma. The material world of separation, suffering, and incompleteness. Jesus came from the Pleroma. That's what it means when the Gospel of John says, "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, full of grace and truth." Full. Pleroma. He descended from the realm of fullness into the realm of emptiness to show humans the way back. Let's look at Jesus's actual words through the lens of the Pleroma. Paul, who was taught by the apostles who learned directly from Jesus, uses the word Pleroma explicitly in his letters. Colossians 2 verse 9, "For in him the whole fullness of deity dwells bodily." Pleroma. The complete divine fullness was embodied in Jesus. He wasn't just a prophet. He wasn't just a teacher. He was the Pleroma made manifest in physical form. Ephesians 1 verse 23, "The church, which is his body, the fullness of him who fills all in all." Again, Pleroma. The body of Christ, meaning those who awaken to their divine nature, become the expression of the fullness. But the most important teaching about the Pleroma comes from the Gospel of Thomas, which was banned by the Church. Jesus says, "I am the light that is over all things. I am all, From me all came forth, and to me all attained. Split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up the stone, and you will find me there. This is Pleroma consciousness. The recognition that the fullness is not separate from anything. It's in the wood. It's in the stone. It's in you. The divine totality permeates all of existence, even though most of existence has forgotten it. Jesus also taught that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. The smallest seed that grows into the largest tree. This is the Pleroma principle. The fullness is already present in the smallest fragment. You don't have to create it. You don't have to earn it. You have to recognize it. Awaken to it. Remember it. When Jesus said, "I and the Father are one," he wasn't claiming exclusive divinity. He was describing his consciousness merged with the Pleroma. And when he said, "You will do greater works than I have done," he was telling you that you too can embody the Pleroma. You too can live from the fullness instead of the emptiness. If Jesus taught about the Pleroma, why have most Christians never heard this word? Because the institutional church removed it. Deliberately. Systematically. When the Roman Empire took over Christianity, they needed a religion of control, not liberation. The Pleroma teaching is liberation. It says you are already complete. You already contain the divine fullness. You don't need a priest to give it to you. You don't need sacraments to access it. You don't need to follow church rules to earn it. That's dangerous to institutional power. So they rewrote the narrative. They took Jesus's teachings about the Pleroma, the fullness within, and turned them into teachings about sin, unworthiness, and dependence on external salvation. The Gnostic Christians, who preserved the Pleroma teachings, were declared heretics. Their texts were burned. Their teachers were killed. The Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip, the Apocryphon of John, all of which explicitly teach about the Pleroma, were banned and hidden. But they couldn't destroy everything. Some texts survived. And now, 2,000 years later, we can read what Jesus actually taught. Not the edited, sanitized, institutionalized version. The original transmission. The Pleroma. The church wanted you to believe you're broken, sinful, separated from God, and need them to fix you. Jesus taught you're already full, already divine, already one with the source, and just need to remember. So how do you access the Pleroma? How do you shift from experiencing life as the Kenoma, the realm of lack and separation, to experiencing life as the Pleroma, the realm of fullness and unity? Step 1. Understand that the Pleroma is not somewhere you go. It's what you are. You're not in the Kenoma trying to reach the Pleroma. You're the Pleroma temporarily experiencing itself as if it were in the Kenoma. This is the fundamental shift. From seeking to recognizing. Step 2. Stop looking for completion outside yourself. Every time you think, "I'll be happy when I get that thing," you're operating from Kenoma consciousness. The belief that you're incomplete and something external will complete you. The Pleroma teaches the opposite. You're already complete. Already full. And when you realize this, the external world reorganizes to reflect it. Step 3. Practice seeing the fullness in everything. This is what Jesus meant when he said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you and all around you." Look at a tree. Don't just see a tree. See the Pleroma expressing as a tree. Look at a person. See the Pleroma wearing a human face. Look at yourself in the mirror. See the divine fullness looking back. Step 4. Recognize that nothing is truly separate. The Pleroma is the recognition of unity. You and I are not separate beings. We're different expressions of the same fullness. The tree, the sky, the earth, your body, my body, all of it is the Pleroma in various forms. When you see this, really see it, compassion becomes automatic. How can you harm something that's ultimately yourself? Step 5. Let go of the story of incompleteness. Your entire life you've been told you're not enough. Not smart enough, not successful enough, not spiritual enough, not worthy enough. That story is the kenoma. It's the lie of separation and lack. The Pleroma truth is, you are enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. Because you are the fullness itself. This is what Jesus embodied. Complete trust in the Pleroma. No fear. No doubt. No sense of lack. And that's why he could perform miracles. Because when you know you're the fullness, reality has no choice but to reflect that knowing. The Pleroma is not a belief system. It's not a philosophy. It's the direct recognition of what you actually are beneath all the layers of conditioning, identity, and separation. Jesus came from the Pleroma to remind you that you also come from the Pleroma. You're not a broken human trying to become divine. You're divinity temporarily pretending to be human. And the moment you stop pretending, the moment you remember, everything shifts. The church doesn't want you to know this because if you realize you're already the fullness, you don't need them. You don't need their salvation. You don't need their forgiveness. You don't need their approval. You're already complete. Paul said it clearly in Colossians 2 verse 10, you have been filled in him. Not you will be filled. You have been filled. Already. The Pleroma is not your destination. It's your origin and your nature. The Pleroma has been hidden from you for 2,000 years. But Jesus taught it. Paul wrote about it. The Gnostics preserved it. And now you know it. You are not incomplete. You are not broken. You are not separate from the divine. You are the Pleroma. The fullness. The totality. Temporarily experiencing itself as if it were separate. Stop seeking completion outside yourself. Stop waiting for something to make you whole. You're already whole. You've always been whole. The only thing missing is the recognition of it. Jesus showed you the way. He lived from the Pleroma while in a human body. And he said you would do the same. Greater works even. The fullness is here. Now. In you. As you. Stop looking. Start recognizing. This is the Pleroma. This is what they hid. This is what you are.